So, first part, decide whether they are perpendicular, parallel, or neither. Remember, you don't have to write the word if you don't want. You can just put the perpendicular sign or the parallel sign. So, does everyone know what you got to look at to tell if they're the slope? So, these slopes are not the same. So they're not parallel. They are reciprocals, but
They're not negative.
right. They got to be opposite signs, remember. Okay, number 2. The slopes are 1 and negative 1. Those are the only two numbers, 1 and 1 are reciprocals of each other. Because if you made it into a fraction and flipped it, you get the same answer. So these are reciprocals, they are opposite, so these are perpendicular. Okay, this one, they are reciprocals, they are opposites. So that's perpendicular.
I like that word.
Here they're the same, so that's parallel. Here they are not the same. So it's neither. And here they are the same, so it's parallel. Okay. So same thing here. Tell whether they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So what you got to do is find the slopes. So this slope, remember, you can use any 2 points. If I do that one and that one, it goes down 2 and over 1. If I use these 2 points, it goes up 1 and over 2. They are reciprocals, they are opposites, so that is perpendicular.
Are you trying to insinuate separate?
Okay, number 8. Now, first of all, shh, quiet. Every year this happens. Let's see if you guys can be the first class to ever not do this. Every year there's someone that will put perpendicular for something like that, or put parallel for something like that.
So you just
You kind of got to guess, right? Perpendicular, they have to cross. Parallel, they can't cross. So obviously, these two are the only ones that could be parallel, and these two are the only ones that could be perpendicular. Okay? So what you got to do is just check, make sure they got the same slope. Here, again, remember, you don't have to use the points given. It goes down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. They have the same slope. So they are parallel. Okay, this one goes down 3, so negative 3 and over 1. If you do the same thing here, down 3 over 1, you don't end up back on the line.
neither.
So that's neither. And then here, again, you can use any 2, shh, quiet. You can use any 2 points. So this one goes up 3 and over 1. Here I could use these 2 points. I'd go down 2 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not reciprocals, so that's neither. Okay. Finding slope. To find the slope, M, it's rise over run. If you've got the graph, like we did here, or it's y minus y over x minus x. So you got to remember to do the y's on top. So remember, it's alphabetical x, y, x, y. So you go y minus y, which is 3, over x minus x, negative 10. So here, y minus y is 2. So you got to change the sign, change the sign. X minus x. So the slope is 2/5. Then the last 4 is just writing the equations. So remember, when you write an equation, you got to use y equals mx plus b. You need to have m you need to have b. So, for these two, you're gonna write the equation that's parallel to the given line. So the only thing you use in this is the slope. Parallel means they have the same slope. So I know that m is 4. Now we gotta find b, the y-intercept. So that's why they give us a point. You put this in for x, this in for y, and this in for m. So it'd be 3 equals 4 times 2 plus b. So 4 times 2 is 8. So you gotta subtract 8 and you get negative 5 is b. So remember to go back and write the equation now. It's y equals 4x minus 5. Okay, here the slope is negative 1/2. So that's x, that's y. So we put negative 4 in for y, 1/2 in for m, 2 in for x, plus b. 1/2, negative 1/2, times 2 is negative 1. So we just gotta add 1 and you get negative 3 is b. So this equation is y equals negative 1/2 x minus 3. So these two are done just like this, except the difference is you're going to write the equation of the line that's perpendicular to this. Right. So this is 2/5, so we got to change the sign and flip it. Negative 5/2 is what we use. So you do the same thing. You put this in for x, this in for y, and this in for m. So it'd be 1 equals negative 5/2 times 6 plus b. Negative 5/2 times 6 is negative 15. So you add 15 and you get 16 for b. So the equation is y equals negative 5/2 x plus 16. Okay, then the last one. This slope is 2, so since it's perpendicular, you gotta flip it and change the sign. So we gotta use negative 1/2. So if we made it a fraction, it's 2/1. So we gotta put 3 in for y, negative 1/2 in for m, negative 4 in for x, plus b. Negative 1/2 times negative 4 is positive 2. So we subtract 2 and you get 1. So the equation is y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1. So it should be pretty easy. Short.